Good afternoon and welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us for today's session. An interesting session rather by the team from Tata ELXSI who is joining us today. We have Mr. Rajesh Velusamy, who is the project manager of Tata ELXSI. And we have Chaitra, who is from the human resources, who will be joining us and explaining us and talking to us about the company, the product, the projects, hiring process, etc. What Tata is on with coming up with, and what is the
Hello, everybody. We have Uma here. She will be taking care of this session today. And Uma, I request you to please turn on your video.
I think there is a problem. It is not connecting.
Oh, sometimes technology doesn't help us. No worries. I request these distinguished guests to please turn on their videos.
All right. So I request Rajesh to take us through this session and explain us about what Tata is looking out from our students and what he has got to tell our students about Tata and the hiring process. Over to you, Rajesh.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. It's a nice time to meet you all. So I'm Rajesh, working as a project manager for TATA ELXSI. So I started my career as an animator. Then we stepped to supervisor. I'm now handling the project management team. So TATA ELXSI, we have a team of 150 plus. We are working in two divisions, which is from Mumbai as well as in Bangalore. And we are into 3D as well as recently we started in the 2D side. So we are working the 2D edutainment, entertainment, and series, movies, visual effects. So all kind of works we are working from TATA ELXSI. So we started TATA ELXSI around 20 years before. So I'm there 17 years in this company, working as a junior to supervisor, and now we are handling the projects for 2D and 3D. So this is my introduction. So I'll introduce Chaitra also. Yeah, Chaitra, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good afternoon. So I'm part of human resources team in TATA ELXSI. I've been in this organization for 10 years now. Okay, so I do the support hiring, I do the visual computing hiring, I support the other business units as well.
Yeah, thank you, Chaitra.
Yeah.
Suma?
Yes, Rajesh. You can take us through the presentation. Yes, and as we get along, I will be taking on the questions as well.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I cannot. I think I have a problem with my video. So no problem. I will be taking up. I'll be talking to you. You please continue with your presentation.
Yes, it's a very short presentation, so I'll finish it in 5
No problem. No problem.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so as I mentioned, in TATA ELXSI, we have a few divisions. So I'm not talking about other divisions just because we need to concentrate on our 3D and virtual reality team. And this is called VXR, which is virtual extended reality. So which is mixed of animation, 3D animation, 2D animation, visual effects, as well as we do AR, VR. So you people know the currently industry is going to the latest technology where artificial intelligence is used in all the new products, and there is a after machine learning. The new courses are coming in the new college for this. So, okay, so I'll just go through a small brief on this thing. So we are at design, innovation and technology. So we have around 6,000 people in employees working in Tata ELXSI. So VXR, we have 150 already, I mentioned 150 plus. So I'll skip this page. Okay. So we already, I mentioned that we have it, we started in 2002 and we started in Bangalore. Then we, because of the VFX team, we moved to Mumbai. So mostly the Bollywood movies, we started working on there. So the Bangalore team, we were working in 3D series and 2D projects for working, and VFX is happening in, and VFX as well as commercial in Bangalore. So the both the places we have office. And we are working, CG artists are there. So all the artists are the background of sculptors, photographers, painters, engineers, fine arts graduates and dreamers like you guys. Then it's a strong interaction between Tata software also there. So we develop our own third-party plugins. So we use our own thing, and we use Maya, 3ds Max for compositing Nuke, for the Adobe CC package for 2D projects, and 3D Unity for this gaming purpose. And we are offering service for CG animation, digital VFX, as I told, 3D Unity technology, AR, VR, and mixed reality. So segments scattered. So you can see we are into feature film. Feature film, we did 3D movies. Some of people knows about Roadside Romeo in 2007 we released. That is a full 90 minutes movie, which is collaborated with Yash Raj and Walt Disney. So 2007 we finished that movie with a good quality. And this we are currently working with a lot of series with European countries and US clients. And we are AR, which is latest last 1 year we just started with the augmented reality and virtual reality, and 2D stylized motion graphic, games animation, and 3D visualization. So these are some of the projects you can see on the right side. This is a Roadside Romeo and Make the Tiger. Then visualization, because we have Tata is working with the Jaguar Land Rover. So most of the visualization project we work for them. So the series we worked in Maya the Bee. This is season 1 and season 2, the first part of that. Then we worked on Heiji. This is 1 and 2. 2 seasons we already finished for European country. And Octonauts is also again it's a series, and we worked on the assets creation and Wings, Lebrons, Everything is Rosy, Dragons, How to Train Your Dragons TV series came in DreamWorks TV. So we worked on that. It's a Martha and Author. Author is also a series. And we worked on the theme park also. Theme park, there will be 4K big screen they will keep. So we worked on Hunting 5D for an Italian client. And feature film, as I told, we worked on Roadside Romeo, which is nominated for the VES nomination, which is a very big award for this. We got nominated. And Arjun, the Warrior, we already worked with UTV as well as Walt Disney. In 2011, we worked on that. And that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Rajesh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now let's come up to the process. What is it that Tata is looking out on the hiring front? What can you please explain us about the job role? How is the hiring going to be? Because now it's going to be an online process which is going to happen. So can you just take us through all that a little bit into the brief? You as well as request Chaitra also to do that.
Yeah, sure. So as I told you, we are very new to this 2D industry where we are trying to increase our strength because 3D already we are having a very good experienced team which is working on series and this thing. currently we are looking for the 2D After Effects artist we required for motion graphics. So, and Photoshop artist for the digital painting. So those area we are looking for immediately. And going forward, we are looking for the animators, 3D animators also, as well as asset making, the models who do the 3D modeling also. So this is the current requirement we are doing. Majorly, we are focusing into 2D, which is the skill set is Photoshop as well as After Effects, and this is the requirement, Uma.
All right.
So the requirement also there, and Chaitra will be coordinating all the students, the
Okay.
first level. So as of previously what we did, Uma, you already there.
Yes.
You took
Yes.
last batch also. So
Yes.
yeah.
So, so Rajesh, Chaitra, now can you just explain us a little bit about, how is it that you're going to conduct this online? How are the things? Obviously, we will be sharing you with the data of Pan India students and the other students and the complete participants who are attending onto the session today. So, how is the process going to be? Meaning technically, the test process. How many hours? What is the duration of the test? How is the test going to be conducted? Once the data is shared with you, so how is the connect going to be with the
Okay.
students?
So we have an assessment, which is currently in this situation, we are not calling anyone for the test to our office.
Right.
So we are conducting, we are sending through mail the assessment. So for example, if a person want to do the test next day morning, so we'll send the test package by 9:30. So test
Okay.
once they accept the date, so we'll send. And some people they say we can work. So based on that, the same day morning we'll send the test, assessment test, and it has to be 8 hours test. So there will be two chapters will be there. One is for the keyframe animation 2D, and one
Okay.
is for voiceover syncing with the in the After Effects. So those two assessment already we have. So
Okay.
we have 4 or 5 varieties of the test. So based on the requirement, we'll upload you, and same day in the night they need to send back the file.
So
Uh,
is there a duration, Rajesh? I mean, what is the precise time they have to complete once the test is on?
it
Is
will
there
be
something like they have to immediately complete the test, or they can be? They can pause it and do it. Is there something like that?
No, yeah. So, for example, if you start the test, it will take 5 hours to finish this test, 2 hours for this character animation, and 3 hours for the voiceover syncing. So maximum is 5 hours, but we are giving 8 hours.
Okay. So, how is it going to be? Like, is it going to be like once they start, they'll have to complete it fully, or can they pause it and take the test accordingly?
No, so same day, so they can send the both the file in the night. If they
Okay.
have any special if they request us, then we can split it in two.
Okay. Uh, okay. Now, Rajesh, now who will be the team who will be connecting with the students? Say, for example, I'm sharing the data with you all, right?
Okay.
Now, who will be the team who will be connecting? Is it Chaitra going to be connected, or the technical? Is there a technical team who will be connecting with the students to share and brief them about the test?
Initially, Chaitra will connect. So she
Okay.
will speak to the students about locations, everything. She will tell all the policies, what are we looking for.
Okay.
After that, she filter the CVs, and then she will send to us. After that, we'll take the technical interview. Then we'll send the technical assessment.
All right. All right. Fine. So that is something really nice. So now after the technical process is completed, so then there will be an HR process which will be continuing, right? So what is the duration between a technical and the HR round to be conducted? Now, Rajesh and Chaitra, excuse me for a minute because my cameras are not working. I need to just re-log in. So just give me a minute. In the meanwhile, you can address to the students onto the question.
Okay. So majorly the time we are taking for the assessment will take 48 hours max. So within 48 hours, we'll send you the result, what you worked on. And if it is positive or negative, we'll send a mail. Then if it is positive, then Chaitra will take it to the HR level, next level. Then we have the process for the recruitment on that. So Chaitra, you can explain what is the HR process, please.
Yeah, so initially I talk to the candidates, get the basic info from the candidates, their interest level, whether they're willing to relocate to Bangalore if there's some other location. Okay, and then I pass on this information to the project team. They talk to the candidates and they send the link. Okay, and wherein the candidates complete the test and send it back to the team, and they validate and tell me whether the candidate is a shortlist or a reject, based on which we communicate to the candidate, and then the HR discussion. If they have an experience, we take the collection of documents, whatever is required, the updated resume copy, the pay slips of 3 months, and the hike letter. Okay, and we process it with our compensation and benefits team. Okay, and then we revert to the candidates saying so and so is the offer from TATA ELXSI, and based on their acceptance, we give a date of joining to them, and accordingly we do the things.
Thank you, Chaitra.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And to both of you, what is a qualification kind? Is it that they'll have to be a graduate? What is it you're looking out to for this particular hiring? What you're going to do? What you're doing?
Graduate we prefer, but for nowadays we are taking the 1-year diploma course minimum has to be there. So
Okay.
graduate will be value added, because what will happen, we send our team to abroad, so those time the problem will come. Otherwise, for Tata ELXSI, for Bangalore location and Mumbai location, we can take a diploma. That is currently last couple of years we started that. But going forward, if they have graduate, it will be good.
That will be
Sort of.
you mean to say it's an added advantage for them to grow in the career, right?
Yes, yes. So that is
Obviously,
important.
why this question I have just put it across is this is one industry where we really look at the clients also look into for the talent of the student. The outstanding talent and the creativity is the first thing what the studios and the MNCs come into first in place. So that was again a thing. Because see, there are students joining who are yes, Rajesh. Yes,
If
please
it
go ahead.
is a BSc course is there in MAC, I heard it's there, right?
Yes, we have the diploma courses for both the brands of Aptech Limited.
Is it a BSc or
We have both.
both?
We
So
have
I
both.
saw some
Yes.
BSc, so that's enough.
Yes.
So there is no
Yes.
problem at all. So
All
3 years degree definitely we need for sending out abroad some people. 3 years degree they will ask for.
Okay.
For here, diploma is fine for
Internally, you mean to
intern.
work? You mean to say if they have to work with Tata ELXSI domestically,
It-
degree is not a must. If
Not
they
a
need to
must.
go abroad, then it matters.
And then it
Right?
will be required. Yeah.
Well, that is perfectly fine. So now coming back to the question, the process of the test, as you were telling. Tell us, supposing so the team is connected to the student with their respective test links, etc. Now, if a student faces a problem, now how is it that the monitoring going to happen for this test? The test is started. Now, how is the monitoring going to happen? Are you guys going to view the students onto the webcam, through the webcam, or how is the process? Is there a separate
Mm,
team who is monitoring it, or what is it? How is it you guys are doing it?
No, we are not monitoring micro level. We are monitoring. We will send the assessment, and I will share phone numbers of the my team members for the
Okay.
test. In case anything is there, they can connect to the same person. On the mail itself, I mentioned the name and the phone number of the person who is there. If any doubt, they can
They can
consult.
call to the respective
Yes,
person,
yes, yes.
clarify onto the doubts, and then they can. So you
Yeah.
guys are flexible enough with the students to connect and take a class, because what we come across in general is since it is work from home, they are not sitting in the centers and giving the test, right? They have power shutdown, they have
Yeah.
internet breakdown. All these are the common problems what the students come across with.
Yeah.
So all this, if there is somebody who can connect and address to them directly, we can, address to. So that's really a good, very, very, very convenient for the students. Now
Yeah.
coming up to the remuneration part of it. Say now this, as I was again telling, the students who have joined today are pan-India students. So there are students who would like to relocate. So what is the remuneration? What are the benefits if they would like to relocate? And how is the joining process? Can you please take us through, please?
Chaitra, please.
Yeah, so if the candidate is from another city, okay, so the company can help them with initial 7 days accommodation, which would be free, where the company will bear the expenses for that. Anything beyond 7 days, where the candidate needs to bear the expenses from their end.
So is there any kind of like, okay, expenses, fine.
Yeah.
They relocate. Chaitra, now coming back to relocation, will your admin help the student in assisting them to you find a location or guide them with some references where they can feel comfortable and plan their stay accordingly?
Uh,
And meaning after the 7 days.
After the 7 days,
Yes.
in fact, the project team directly can guide few candidates, okay,
All
because a lot of them are in and around our office. There are a lot of PGs around at a walkable distance,
right.
okay, so the team members also can help them out in telling, I mean, which is the closest one or which is the good one, okay, so they can help out in those ways.
All right. Again, I got a break in the beginning. So, Rajesh, if you have covered in the presentation, perfectly fine. Otherwise, I would like to just, this hiring is for Bangalore. So, where are you guys based out in Bangalore?
Our office is in near ITPL, which is Whitefield, uh, opposite to Manipal Hospital.
Okay.
So our VCL team, VXR team sits in the Shantiniketan building in the same ITPB road.
All right. All right. All right. So the projects are also very much in the pipeline. So you guys, in fact, we had a wonderful session from Sanoj Menon during the pandemic, and he is lovely. He has really taken us through a wonderful session. He was totally occupied. He didn't actually have time to give us a slot of explaining us. That is a kind of back-to-back work you guys were having.
Yeah,
That also reflects in the kind of hiring what you guys are now coming up with. Anything other than this where you would like to explain the students in terms of the joining? Now it's work from home. Yes. So Rajesh, I had a discussion with you onto the process of joining. So I would just request you to just brief the students who are joining, who was joined today. So it will be very clear to them.
Okay, so initially, once the joining process, everything is done from HR, we required team to sit in office for 2 weeks, for the 2 to 3 weeks training based on the work, how they capture that, how what is the requirement, everything they know. Then they can go back and work from home. So we are not forcing anyone to come to office, but few guys which those guys are staying close, they're coming to office, and alternate day I go to office, and we but initial stage is very challenging because they have to understand what is the requirement from the client, and there are some guidelines are there which it's not easy for us to train them when they are at home. It will be easy for us when we can put them into the training process. So they're not going to work in any production. They will be only in the training for 2 to 3 weeks. So that is the process we are following for
So
this.
you mean to say you want the candidates to report OFX for the first 2 weeks for them to understand the work, the softwares, and how is the project going to be handled? It's basically how they're going to handle the entire project, what you guys are onto, right?
Yes, yes.
So first 2 weeks of reporting office is a must. Is
Yeah.
there a flexibility onto it?
Yeah. So 2 weeks is a must. If one guy is very smart on that, he knows what is the process. We'll come to know in a week time also. So first week is
During the
very
interview.
important.
Yes.
And
Yes.
second week we'll
So
just.
in that case, you can be flexible enough in giving him a consideration to work from whichever location he or she is from.
Yes, yes.
All right. So after
If
2 weeks, yes.
If
Yes,
it is
sir.
Mumbai, we can use our Andheri office. If it is in Bangalore, but joining after all the situation is fine, then joining will
Oh,
be
great.
in Bangalore only.
That's really nice. If it is from Delhi, if it is from Cochin, if it is from Trivandrum.
Trivandrum we can arrange. We have an office in Trivandrum. Some of the location we have office we can arrange. So Chaitra can
Okay.
get the details of the
All right.
part we have.
Okay, that is really, really very, very informative. So the students who are joined today, the participants who are joining today onto the session, it's information what Rajesh has given that from respective locations where TATA ELXSI has offices, you can report to the respective offices and take the training. but this hiring location is for Bangalore. That will be after the pandemic. As per the policies of Tata, you'll have to report to Bangalore. So wherever Tata has an office, you can report to the respective locations and take the training. You need not come down all the way to Bangalore to take the training. Well, Rajesh, that was really very, very, very much, in place, because we have a lot of students joining from north and east and west who are onto this call and really interested to, join Tatas. Now, coming back to the question again, can you share any kind of a tip or an information to students who are taking the test online with you all? Supposing anything which you find, yes, this is the tip which they can follow immediately, because it's not going to be in front of any of you all, neither the technical nor the recruiter. So anything which you can help them with.
Okay, so I already mentioned there are two type of tests, which is one syncing the voiceover with the artist. So we will give you the live action character where you need to animate all the props, which is you have to use your own creativity. So that's no limit of the creativity thing. So you just think some of the templates we already providing with the test. So based on the template, how to create it in your different way, it's the thing we are looking for. That is the one voiceover test, and one is for the character animation. Character animation, we have a walk cycle, run cycle, driving cycle. So those kind of animations are there, so to know how you are good into character animation also. So just see the body gestures, and based on that you need to do the character animation. Yep.
All right. Now, coming up to the salary package, everybody, we know there is a company standards, obviously, but the students who have joined today, again, I'm repeating onto this virtual job fair, they are students from Pan India, and then students from outside Aptech are also onto the onto this session. So would request you to please kindly share them. I mean, as a start, what is it
Chaitra.
Tata would like to offer our
Chaitra.
students? Chaitra, over to you.
Yeah, so it's purely based on the experience that he or she would have. Okay, so we have a different team which will look into the compensation, okay, based on which they arrive at it. Okay, so they look at the experience, the qualification, the rating from the project team, okay, and that's where they decide on it.
All right. So now if it's going to be for freshers, obviously we have an industry standards. So it is just as a motivation for the students who have joined us today.
Okay, for a fresher, we are starting with 20,000 per month.
Okay, 20,000 plus the benefits of whatever, or is it a consolidated package what you guys have, or how is it?
It's a consolidated package.
So this consolidated package will be for how? What is the duration of this package? Is it after 6 months, or is it based on their training, or based on the performance? How is it?
Yeah, so it's one based on the performance, okay, and second, the feasibility of the project.
All right. So one more interesting question.
Yeah.
We all speak in English. Students from various locations.
Right.
Communication is a
Right.
big question.
Yes. Yeah.
How is it you guys are onto it? Are you flexible enough, or what is it basically? Everybody, it's a basic, look out that they have to understand, read, and work, right? Is it that all what you're looking out for, or what is it your expectation from a student?
So we are looking at a basic English communication skills where they able to understand the instructions and do the execution. That's it. I mean, we are not looking at a very high this thing here. So a basic understanding of English.
Great. So anybody who is really interested to join Tata's, communication is not a barrier. Obviously, if they are really able to read, understand, and work, that's all what is needed.
Yes, that's
right?
all that's needed.
That's all needed, right? Now, coming up to one more question, Chaitra. Now, as we were talking about the freshers part of it, what is the growth perspective of a fresher joining Tata's? What is the level of growth for them? Is there, what is, if they join as a junior artist, say for example, what is the level of their, growth prospect?
See, it is purely based on the performance and an interest of an individual to learn new things and execute it. I mean, learning, there's no barrier in TATA ELXSI. Okay, so anyone, he or she is interested and performing well and shows the interest to learn new things. I mean,
Okay, okay, okay. Now, once the pandemic is all over, right? Now,
yeah.
let us take it even during the pandemic. Now, once they are through with the test, they are onboarded with you guys, right? They have to, work. What are the work timings, even when during the work from home process, as well as reporting office? What is the timings of your work?
So timing, working on office is we come at 9:30, and it's 9 hours time, 9:30 to 6:30. This is the timing for office, and we have flexi timing also. Some people are travel from long, so 9 hours is hard to spend in the office. This is the from the policy from the HR. So 9 hours working from home. But in this situation currently, we are stretching a little bit. So we take a lot of gaps going for lunch at home also. So it's based on the project only. So everyone is given the task. So everyday task is managed by the production team. So they will give the report how much they work. So everyone knows their task, then they work on that. So
All right.
every artist knows at least a 1 week time what they have to do. They knows what they have to do in this week
So
time.
you plan
So
accordingly. So
yes,
it's
so
Monday to Friday. It's Monday to Friday,
yes,
9 hours. All right.
Monday
Now
to Friday
coming up
now.
to, okay.
Yeah.
Now
Correct.
coming up to what do you call, if they have to work overtime or extra time during the tight schedules when the projects has to be completed, is there an extra benefit given to the candidates who are working with you onto the project?
Chaitra will take, or shall I?
Anybody, any one of you, Chaitra or
So mostly for the girls employees, we won't allow for the late nights and all. They have to leave by 6:37. So we want to keep the, so for some of the, and this also comes when the delivery is there. Those days we used to stretch there. So we will provide you the cab for the drop to the artist who is working late, and for food also we will order from the office. They can claim for the food. So that amount I don't have exactly. So they have the policies for claiming the cab and food. Those
okay,
facilities we are giving.
transportation and the
Yes.
all right, that's really good. Now it's Rajesh or any one of you all, now this particular hiring is for Bangalore location, right? Now a child from say anywhere across, other than from south or east or west or anywhere across apart from Bangalore, uh, during the after joining, or maybe after down the line 1 year or 2 year, if they need to, they wanted to relocate to their hometown location, say for example Delhi or Mumbai or any other location, is it possible for them to provide it wherever Tata's your office is there? Is it possible for them? Can they do that? Is that
So
possibility for them to relocate?
this is purely based on the project work and the project leads where they sit here. So initially, we changing from Bangalore to Mumbai. So only that Mumbai facility is a small facility where we can't ramp up the team in a big way. But in Bangalore, we can add up 1,000 plus also in this Bangalore office. So here we can increase the strength, but not in Mumbai. So Mumbai is very restrictive. So that's the reason Bangalore is the only place we are looking for this artist expansions.
Okay, so you mean to say, first of all, the space is a thing, a constraint. Secondly, the project availability is also needed to the respective location.
Yeah.
Right. So fine.
So
That
today, for
depends.
example, 2D team is sitting in Bangalore office. So all the 2D supervisors, 2D leads, visualizers are sitting here. So it's very difficult to work in different location for this particular 2D projects, because which is very new. In Bombay, we have all VFX team and commercial team. So sitting there and working, it's not feasible. It's not a good idea for us also.
Fine. So
Yeah,
Rajesh,
so this is basically
yeah,
the
Chaitra.
close connect with the team. So that is where they're insisting that they come to Bangalore. And
Okay, okay. Chaitra, I have, I've actually covered now.
yes.
Anything else as a HR? What is it you would like to, communicate or convey to the students, which is
See,
very
definitely,
important. Now,
yeah, yeah.
I have one more question, which is just, which I feel is, what are the, is there any kind of a documentation which the students have to, produce, like meaning the government ID proofs or any kind of such document? Is it a must? If they don't have, do they have a time to apply and then log in? And do they have that sufficient time to do that?
You mean to take up the test? You're asking this question?
No, joining on board. What is the
Joining,
documentation?
see, we have a set of documents which a candidate needs to produce. Okay, so we will give that list to every candidate who gets selected. Okay, so they need to produce their Aadhaar, they need to produce their PAN card, the photograph, their mark sheets, all the soft copy of the documents would be required at the time of joining.
All right. What is the joining duration? What is the period duration joining to join the company? Once the process is all completed,
Yes,
the HR
so
is process completed.
yeah, so the project is already on. So we are looking at a quick joiners as well. The sooner, the better it is, Uma.
So immediately.
Yes.
So now you say immediately. Now you also tell me the test is completed. HR process. What is the test is completed, and what is the duration of the technical test evaluation and the HR process? What is the duration of that?
See, once we get a technical clearance, okay, in about 48 hours, we complete the HR discussion with the candidate, okay, and we collect all the required documents from the candidates, and that is the pay slips and the CTC letter, and we process it with our comp and band team, okay, so it takes about a day or two because okay, and then we revert to the candidate saying this is the salary that we can offer, okay, and once they give us the acceptance on the offer, and we immediately, probably in a day's time, we roll out the formal offer letter to the candidate.
So you mean to say within
Yeah.
within a week after
Yeah.
completing the entire process,
Correct.
they
Yes.
should be
Less
onboarded.
less than a week.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, less than a week. Okay, fine. So I think I've covered all. I was just taking it through as per the point on the point of view of a student. What is it they would be, really coming up with. If anything else I have left over, I would just request both of you to just address the students, giving them complete information on your part as a HR.
Mm, See, I mean, what I would mention is, I mean, Tata is a dream company for a lot of candidates, okay? And this is an amazing opportunity that they are getting during the pandemic time, okay? So candidates should give their 100% to do the test, okay? So, and then as I told, no, learning is not a limit in Tata ELXSI. Okay, so keeping all this in mind, I mean, they will have to be ready for whatever it is. I mean, relocation, they should not be looking at certain things. Okay, so they should be flexible.
What is it?
Sorry?
What are the certain things?
I mean, if you're very specific saying, no, I'll not be able to relocate and all this, I mean, it'll not work out that way. Okay, so equally, they should be flexible enough when the project is required, need to stretch. Yeah, at times when the deliverables are there, the deadlines are there, they should be willing to support on Saturdays or the extended hours. I mean, everything cannot be put on black and white saying 9 to 6 itself is your work time. Okay, so all this flexibility, we need to look at it.
Okay. So, Rajesh, now coming back to you, anything you would like to convey to the students in specific, which you feel is which you feel the students commit as a mistake while taking the test, or which you would like to convey them, as a tip to them?
Always I say it's a passion. So if you don't
Yes.
have passion, please don't attend the test also. So it's not only for a job I'm coming here, because mainly I'll tell you, you told about Sanoj, you have Ravi, we are all working together for almost 17, 18 years in this
Yes.
company. And my leads are there for 15 years. So this is Tata, they gave a good platform for the good artist. That's this is a comfort zone. The team is also very small and we know each other for long. So 10 years, the minimum, the guy who's joined us 3 years back, the current team is the very junior. Last 6 months only we recruited. Before the 3 years back only we recruited from Mac, and now they are 3 years experience. They are your seniors. They joined us. You can talk to anyone. The work culture, work environment, it's superb in Tata. And our aim is not to grow 1,000, 2,000 people. We have to keep it limited and have a. We are helping the other divisions also, like AR, VR. I told already. We are training them to get into that level. So the guy who is joining here, if he has a passion to learn 3D, so I came from 2D, so I want to learn 3D. We have a separate learning division here. So we'll put them in the training. So some people have a passion to do the modeling. You can do that. So that's the flexibility we have. It's not you just join as a 2D and I'm in the retirement also I do 2D. No, just come here, learn. So I joined as a rigging artist for in Tata ELXSI in 2003. I started doing the animation. Then someone told, okay, your animation is good. You start doing animation. That slowly it started. So people are helpful, and because the team is very old team, everyone knows each other. So that is a very good advantage in Tata ELXSI. The environment and everything is very good. You can
Very
ask.
friendly environment to
You
work
can
with.
ask anyone if you have this
Yes.
with Tanuj.
It's
So
like a
definitely.
family here.
Yes. No, Sanaj, yeah, of course, passion. See, when you, this particular industry is something like it is only driven with the passion, and passion comes with creativity and talent. All these three go together, hand
Yes,
in hand.
always.
So, adding up to all this is your hard work put into, which will definitely fetch you the heights wherever you want to.
Yes, yes.
So,
Hard work always pays. Always
yes.
pays.
As Rajesh, you were telling about, you were talking about Sanoj and yourself for 15, 16, 17 years. That shows the dedication what you guys have, and which is taken through you to take up this shape. So that dedication is required in every student who is attending this session.
Everyone.
Dedication towards what
It's
you do,
very
the
important. Very
hard work
important.
what they put into. Yes, obviously all this go hand in hand, connecting to, and obviously that will definitely take them to heights. We have lot of our alumni who are really doing wonderfully well, and they are hiring our students, coming back and hiring our own students. There
Yeah.
are entrepreneurs who are really doing well. So obviously, so that was really wonderful. Rajesh, before we close, I would just request one of you to again come up with the hiring skill set as a highlight, because in the beginning there was a break. So I would just request you to just come up with the hiring skill sets of Tata's now, whatever we are talking about.
So currently we are looking for 3D animators and 2D motion graphic artists and 2D Photoshop artists and illustrators. And in the asset side, we need modelers, 3D modelers also. If it is, for example, 2D is there, the process will be very faster. So for the 2D After Effects students, it will be very faster. Within a week's time, like Chaitra told, within a week time, we can process this thing. And 3D, we might take at least 15 days. We are still working on some of the new projects and the allocations. So based on that, the requirement will be there. So immediate requirement is this. Already I discussed with you. Okay.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Initially, we had a problem, technical problem. It was actually from my end. I had a problem with my audio video. So thank you so much, Rajesh. Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
Chaitra. for joining us today and giving a wonderful information and insight of what Tatas are doing, how the process is. Now, after this session, we have actually collated the pan-India data of students who are interested to work with you all. So I will be in touch with you. I will be sharing the data with you all. And anything further, you can stay connected and look into for hiring more of our students.
Yes.
And we'll stay connected.
Sure,
I
sure.
think, well, let me before we just close, let me quickly see if there is any questions coming up. Yes, I think we've almost all covered the entire thing. What is onto the chat box? All right.
Okay.
So thank you, Rajesh, and thank you, Chaitra. We'll stay connected.
Yeah.
Right? And thank you, the team MESC, for giving us this platform and conducting and joining with us on this virtual job fair 2020. Thank you so much.
Thank you.